PlayStation Source fans, I missed you all. I hope you all enjoyed your break. Hope you all enjoyed your New Year's with your family and your friends, whatever you did plan-wise in terms of the New Year celebratory actions for New Year's and everything. I certainly did as well, and I hope you all were also safe as well during New Year's Eve. I hope no one got into any trouble or didn't drink and drive or anything crazy like that. I hope you all were safe and everything. And me personally, I got extremely sick after New Year's, and I think you all can still hear it in my voice, but I figured, hey, let's just make this video because I really want to talk about it, and I'm over not doing anything in my apartment because I want to make videos, and I cannot stand not making videos for you guys. So what is going on, guys? It is your boy TKD, what you do here, and there's been a little bit of rumbling already in the new year 2019 in terms of PlayStation new IP. And it's actually funny because in my Days Gone video earlier this week where we talked about how there was a proposed multiplayer for Days Gone from Saber Interactive that got canceled by Sony, and part of that kind of plays into an overall point that I'm kind of driving towards in this video, and that is that Sony, although they do wish that they had a lot of multiplayer experiences in their games, there just isn't a lot of them that really stand the test of time or really have any kind of foothold in the community. For example, back in July of 2018, a few months ago, Yoshida himself, the big man Yoshida, said that he wished that Sony was more successful at making games that have more multiplayer components that have more of a foothold in the industry. He said that he wished the platform holder was, quote, more successful on the multiplayer side as well, saying that this is the area in which our studios have a chance to push this art forward, and that the Worldwide Studios teams must ultimately, quote, follow their hearts when creating games. And so even though it is a clear fact to everyone that is a PlayStation gamer and just the overall gaming landscape as a whole that Sony exclusives don't really shine in terms of multiplayer, it is very much apparent and very much clear and very much well known in terms of Sony execs as well, even Yoshida saying it himself, that he himself wishes that PlayStation was more just known for its multiplayer experiences and made better multiplayer experiences in its PlayStation exclusives. And when that article first came out back in July 2018, I really did agree with it, honestly. I totally understood where he was coming from and definitely agree on the notion that, just PlayStation exclusives lack good multiplayer, or just multiplayer that has any foothold or, has any resonance in the community, except for ones like Last of Us, which still, gets played a ton to this day. But other than that, no really multiplayer experience in PlayStation exclusives really get played a ton in the general masses. And so I thought when he made this comment, I thought maybe this was going to be some sort of shift, and maybe it is a kind of telltale flag raising that they are working on some sort of big multiplayer thing for PlayStation in the future, and maybe that they will be having this as a focal point and really as a kind of focus that they're doing within their studios, because it would definitely make sense if you look at how the industry is moving, and it has been moving for the last few years. Obviously big multiplayer games definitely have a foothold in the community, and the biggest game right now currently is multiplayer only. That is for, well, not multiplayer only, but its kind of biggest segment of the gaming community is multiplayer, and that is of course Fortnite Battle Royale. So obviously it seems like maybe Sony is also getting word and wind that of course multiplayer is a big part moving forward in this industry, and that maybe they should be focusing on that a little bit more. And maybe that just might be true in terms of what we're talking about here today, the main focal point of this video, and that is a series of tweets that came out by a I guess you can call him a industry insider, someone that has gotten a lot of things right in the past in terms of PlayStation, and he says some things in the new year that definitely has a lot of people talking. And so we're going to read these tweets and we're going to kind of break this down. And so like I said before, these tweets come from a quote-unquote insider, which a lot of people really do debate that notion and debate that fact about him. A lot of people think he's full of crap and that he doesn't really have any sort of insider knowledge and really just spews out these crazy things, which there is evidence for that we will go for and discuss in this video as well. But he goes by the name of Tidux on Twitter, so Tidux, and I'll be showing you these tweets on screen right now. So what he started off with here, it was, I believe, New Year's Day. Yes, it was New Year's Day, January 1st. He just starts off by saying 2019 is a big year for PlayStation. They are gearing up for something big. Hashtag PS4 Pro, hashtag PS4. Okay, that's pretty okay here. I started getting hyped. I like the tweet myself, but then the tweets after here is where things get a little bit more washy. He says, next next up, Days Gone, Ghost of Tsushima, Concrete Genie, Dreams, and one more thing. So we're like, okay, what is that one more thing? Then he says on his third tweet, latest rumor, PlayStation are in early stage of developing the next SOCOM game, hashtag PS4 Pro, hashtag PS4. And so that is what the main focal point of what we're talking about here. Obviously you can see the number of retweets and favorites. A lot of people were definitely interacting with that tweet specifically. Then he says, lastly, by the sound of it, it's a tactical online shooter like R6, Rainbow Six Siege. And that is literally where all this started. This is where all of these SOCOM rumors started for PS4 or for PS5. I think mainly if they were to come out with a SOCOM, I think it would be on PS5. I don't understand why it would be on PS4 if we're already talking about the next generation of consoles, PS5 coming out already, and a lot of rumors are coming out and pointing to it being a 2019 release date, which is crazy to me. But it is clear that these new consoles, the PS5, is definitely coming out here relatively soon, within the next few months, or at least, you know, up in a year's time or whatever. And so I really don't see this game, if it is real, if there is a SOCOM game in development, I don't think it's going to be coming out on the PS4. Maybe it might launch on PS4 and they might have a PS5 version already ready to go on launch with PS5. Maybe that could be a thing, but I just don't see it exclusively launching on PS4. I think it has to come to PS5. I think that's the only way it makes sense, honestly, and I just don't see them launching it only on PS4. But that is if this is even true, because this is all we have in terms of, you know, any proof, any shred of anything. You know what I'm saying? There is some stuff here and there that I think one of the major studios hired someone from the Rainbow Six team. I forgot exactly which one it was, don't quote me on that, but I know that it's for a fact that one of these studios did hire or something like that, or is a consultant from Rainbow Six Siege, from Ubisoft Studios. And so I think maybe that could be another shred of proof that, you know, perhaps you know, they were looking for someone that is used to this, you know, tactical type of shooter and everything and stuff like that. So maybe perhaps that could be a true thing here. But you know, other than that, this is all we have. All we have is these tweets. And so a lot of people have been pointing to Tydex being, hey, you know, this guy is not at all credible. He is not at all, you know, he just doesn't have any real proof of anything that's going on in PlayStation. I think there are a lot of tweets here to prove it, and there's one also that I'm showing right here on screen from 2017 where he says, quote, PlayStation are talking internally about bringing back the SOCOM series, looking for the right devastated, but I think he meant developer, so we're gonna just say developer because I think that's what he meant. But they are looking for the right developer to do it. Nothing is set in stone, and that was tweeted out August 29th, 2017. So nearly a year and a half ago, he tweeted that out, and nothing of that came to fruition as far as I'm concerned. Now, obviously, that could have been maybe the very, very early stages, but then he says here on his January 1st tweet that he tweeted out 3 days ago that, you know, PlayStation are in early stage development of the next SOCOM, and so it seems like in 2017 that would have been an early development stage, or maybe that was just planning or whatever. But, you know, as you can see, he's been saying this for a while now, and there are plenty of other tweets where he has brought up SOCOM that I could not find for the life of me. Hopefully, if I dig a little bit harder after this video, after me recording it, I can find some of these tweets. But there are plenty of examples of him, you know, saying that, hey, the SOCOM series is coming back, or hey, they are working on, you know, the SOCOM series, but there really is no concrete proof. And so I know a lot of people are very hyped for SOCOM. A lot of people want it. I know it's a very, very big franchise that a lot of people enjoyed in the past. And me personally, I think I had SOCOM, but I just never played it on the PS2 because I was so into Need for Speed, playing that on the PS2 and everything, and just other games that just SOCOM didn't really, you know, tickle my fancy back in the day when I had the PS2 and everything and stuff like that. So I know, you know, SOCOM just in general is a big deal. I know a lot of people really, really want it back and everything, and I think it would make a lot of sense for them if they really want to have a, you know, another multiplayer game that, you know, is just, you know, goes in tandem with the PlayStation brand and it's a PlayStation exclusive, and, you know, it could be a really, really good, well done type of game that is an online shooter. And if it's, you know, if this is true, if in theory this is true, you know, Tylex is true by him saying that, you know, by the sound of it, it is a tactical online shooter like Rainbow Six, I think that could be a really good thing for PlayStation overall, because I think that could be a really, really big deal in terms of multiplayer for a PlayStation exclusive that could be on the platform and really do very, very well in terms of numbers and just online online, you know, player counts and everything. I think it could be really, really good if they bring back SOCOM, just based off of the cult classic, and a lot of people really do want it back and everything, and there's a big following and a big movement for SOCOM to come back. But as of right now, there really isn't anything concrete at all with this. And so I guess I'm here, you know, as someone that has never played SOCOM before, but has read into Tidux and, you know, seen where he's gone wrong and everything in terms of his predictions and stuff like that, that his tweets mainly are just kind of wishes, like they are just things that he hopes that maybe, you know, if you say it enough times, it'll will it into existence, you know what I'm saying? So like, I could do the same thing. I could say, hey, guess what, we're gonna get a new Infamous game from another studio in the PS5 era. You know, that could completely be not true, but it's something that I definitely want, you know what I'm saying? So there's definitely a difference there in terms of you know, saying stuff and having credible information versus just willing stuff into existence and hoping that it comes true. And so I think, you know, that's what a lot of people are saying that Tidux really does in the industry. And so that is the tea right there. So apparently, allegedly, you know, by Tidux, there could possibly be a new SOCOM game, but until we get some official word, that is all we got. But most importantly, let me know what you guys think about SOCOM. Do you like SOCOM? Do you want it back? Are you hyped for this news? Do you wish it would come back to the PS5? Let me know all your thoughts about SOCOM and this upcoming new title from the SOCOM series down in the comments below. And make sure to also check out our description where you can find the Instagram and Twitter, follow us on there. Make sure to also follow our Discord server in the description below. Make sure to go click that link, join the Discord server. We all talk, all that good stuff. We have a lot of, you know, just funny banter in there, a lot of good things happening in that Discord server. So make sure to go follow that Discord server in the description if you're interested as well. And make sure to also leave a like on the video if you enjoyed it, as well as stay subscribed to PlayStation Source to keep up with latest grades in PlayStation. Thank you for watching, and as always, greatness awaits.